taxes we have are obliged to pay monthly, quarterly, and annually will sometimes come to us as a burden, yet it is better to pay on time than to have back taxes, which will be a possible headache in the making when the time comes for it to haunt you back. Taxes are here since this thing we called civilization has started its existence, and taxes will be forever present to haunt us as long as we have a civilization to govern us, protect us, and organize us. Though it might not be that bad as some of us are thinking, yes, it might burden us at times, but taxes play a great role in this civilized existence, and so we must accept and follow through with the obligation of paying such. However, which way we look upon it, taxes are here to stay, and we need to abide by the obligations that we are bound to. Taxes come in so many types, and the most common are income taxes, amusement taxes, value-added taxes, back taxes, and a lot more taxes that we could think of that with the sheer number of them, you only are able to complain about it, but obliged to pay it forward. Many would ask themselves the question, why they need to pay taxes, and what are they really for, while others just take taxes for granted while not knowing what it gives in return. Taxes and the money they produce are very essential to every form of government or civilization. Since the beginning that man has learned to create a governing body, taxes has so then existed. The life source of every governing body in every civilization, taxes have been collected since the ancient times, either voluntarily or otherwise. Because of taxes that might sometimes have been raised too high, revolutions have been born and changed civilizations and created history, but the role in the lives of people still remained crucially the same. They run our government, they protect our people, and they create the basis for a much better existence. The taxes you pay, and including the back taxes as well, are accumulated in the national treasury. These become the very source of valuable funds for the government in order for the government to sustain its functions and deliver goods and services to its constituents. Taxes pay for the salary of workers and also build better roads. Better roads mean better access, and access makes better business and will create a prosperous town, city, and nation. Taxes also fund social welfare, which the people greatly need. Social welfare and social security are a must, and without taxes it would not be possible to deliver such services. The importance of it and the resolution of back taxes is as clear as day. With taxes we can build clinics, hospitals, and other health services, purchase medicines, and build schools for the better education of the future generation. Indeed, taxes go a long way to further the survival of each citizen and the betterment of the standard of living. Paying taxes is an obligation that every citizen must diligently fulfill, and as much as possible back taxes should be prevented, as it would pose a big problem later on. The most common taxes that exist today are the value-added tax, income taxes, and value-added taxes. Income taxes are generated by computing certain percentage out of the monthly, quarterly, or annual income of a certain individual. Income taxes should be paid regularly in order to prevent back taxes, but sometimes it could not be helped that back taxes still occur due to some incidents that could not be prevented. If you ever wonder how taxes are being taken from people who do not have enough income to qualify them for income tax collection, then value-added tax and other taxes will come into play their role. Value-added taxes are percentage to the value of certain commodities and services which you purchase and will be collected by the Internal Revenue Services. Value-added tax have its advantage as that they don't create back taxes and that they can be collected 100% every time. Indeed, taxes haunt us from womb to tomb and there is no escaping from it, but paying taxes is an obligation that you need to fulfill not only to yourself but also to society itself. With paying taxes you can safely say that you help build schools, hospitals, and social welfare for all the other citizens that benefit from such social services the government is giving out to its constituents. Not only does paying your taxes on time make you a better citizen, it also prevents you from facing back taxes, which is rather a headache to confront. Indeed, there are situations which cannot be prevented that may result to you having back taxes, but you must find the easiest and fastest way possible to resolve such thing immediately as you can. You must be vigilant with paying your taxes, and you must take measures to prevent back taxes. Although sometimes you might find it very alluring to find ways not to pay taxes, but you know very well that you have to. But if you really need to beat the system, then you can always find ways to cut down on the amount you pay for taxes. You might find how advantageous it is to talk to your tax officers. Doing so can help you file for tax exemption or tax relief, which could very much help you. Taxes are essential to the wellness of every municipality, city or nation, an obligation you owe to your fellow countrymen. An obligation that will create a much better life for all the constituents of every nation, including your own and your family. Therefore, exercise this right. Pay your taxes in due time and prevent unnecessary stress by not having any back taxes.